West. It's a 6-7 matchup. The Golden State starting five that they've had in all Wolves trying to do it in back-to-back years. Here we go. On Corbin are three officials tonight. Trey Maddox, the alternate. Kane Fitzgerald and Brian Forte in the replay center in Secaucus. There goes Draymond Green. That is part of the storyline here, and he gets the first bucket of the second round. Draymond Green and Rudy Gobert, an infamous history. You've got the Jimmy Butler saga. Jimmy Butler returning to Minnesota, where he played here, 66 games here, took him to a playoff, but then burned a bridge. One of the first bridges that he burned is Mike Conley misses, and there is Gobert. And Stan in Game 5 against the Lakers. Gobert went for 27 points and 24 rebounds.
Well, and already we see offensive rebounding being key.
It was the Minnesota Timberwolves who recognized the wrong shorts right away, and it is a delay of game. Next delay of game of the Warriors will be a technical, so that is to clean up the Buddy Hield shorts saga. Oh, what an incredible finish. Tyrese Halliburton, a game-winning three-pointer off a missed free throw, and the Indiana Pacers beat the Cavs on the Cavs home floor for the second straight game, and the road teams have won all four.
Jaden McDaniels, one of the longest and best perimeter defenders in this league, has the assignment tonight.
Anthony Edwards fires one across to Conley. And now Randall. Randall had an excellent series as the Warrior, the Olympian, fires it across. And on the take, nothing there. Daniels, second chance. Edwards looking for room. Edwards comes up short. Brandon Podziemski was right with him.
Rudy Gobert, second time already. He's gotten the Wolves a second opportunity. He was very key, especially in Game 7 of that Lakers series, and ended a 13-year playoff drought for the Wolves. You think there'd be at least a little appreciation.
That was in 2018, but then he demanded a trade as Julius Randle gets a little fade away.
Well, that's what Jimmy always does. Eventually, he's going to demand a trade from Golden State, too.
He is the bridge burner, and this was maybe the first bridge that he burned. He was traded from Minnesota to Philadelphia the following season. That was a November trade during the 18-19 season. And Butler, coach, has not played here in Minnesota at Target Center in 4 years. It's been since 2021 as Edwards misses badly, and Podziemski with a rebound. And now we're starting to see how much rust is involved with this long layoff for the Timberwolves.
Well, and Edwards went 0 for 11 from 3 in Game 5 of the Lakers series, so he's now missed at least.
Timberwolves were 7 for 47. They missed 43 pointers in their Game 5 win, the knockout win against the Lakers. Rudy Gobert did a lot of damage in that game with the mismatch. Podziemski left open, and Podziemski.
Impressive that you can win on the road in an NBA playoff game against the team that has LeBron James and Luka Doncic when you're 7 for 47 from 3.
Gobert gets inside. The run right now, 11-4 Golden State.
Well, just look out on the floor. You can see the size difference, not just with Gobert, really the team overall. Minnesota, a much longer team than Golden State.
Here's Draymond Green, and it out it goes. Podziemski took a shot by Rick, and it's a three-point Warriors lead.
That's already 3 offensive rebounds from Minnesota. We're the best offensive rebounding team in the first round of the playoffs, and the Warriors struggled to keep Houston off the glass, and now struggling early to keep Minnesota off the glass.
Wolves, #1 offensive rebounding team in the league this year. Great perimeter defense. There's McDaniels. Anthony Edwards is down, grabbing at his right ankle. Gobert comes in, gets it, and puts it back.
14 points, Brian, in the first 4 games of the Lakers series, and had 27 points and 24 rebounds in Game 5. Has 6 points and 5 rebounds already tonight.
Good find by Curry in series, and then in the closeout games were historically good.
Absolutely, and we've seen that a lot. in NBA history. We've got a foul at the other end of the floor.
Heath Santos, his first minutes on the floor, picked up that foul. Naz Reid running with Dante DiVincenzo. Minnesota has an outstanding bench. And DiVincenzo,
nice him to see that one go. Played well in the first round, but did not shoot well. 30% from the floor and 19% from three in the first round against the Lakers.
See Gary Payton the second on the floor. He missed game 7 in Houston with an illness. Oh, Curry over the head, and Payton can't cash it in. McDaniels up high for the rebound. Minnesota's got the lead. DiVincenzo, the former Warrior, kicks it to the corner. Here's McDaniels, great ball movement, and McDaniels cannot finish it.
Well, Minnesota, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league, but they struggled in the first round against the Lakers at only 32%, and they start this game at 0 for 6.
Here's Curry, short, and Edwards secures. McDaniels, Moses Moody on him, and now over Draymond. McDaniels hits. Went for 30 in game 3, went for 25 in the opener of game 1. Wolves on a 10-0 run here.
To overcome it and get a road win. So this isn't just a one-man team.
Kevon Looney enters the mix here in the first quarter. Saw him play in game 7. Shot clock at 2. Moses Moody, no good. And DiVincenzo pokes it free. That hit the... No, it's going to be a foul. I beg your pardon.
8 guys. Nickeil Alexander-Walker will get here, if not late in this quarter, in the second round, and that'll be it for the T-Wolves rotation.
Wow, Payton able to swipe that rebound away from Gobert. Sets up Curry for 3.
My body ready than it did when I was 23, but we all end up in the same arena knowing how to prepare ourselves for a game. It's a talking point, but not really relevant to us. And guys, he also added that playing every other day has actually helped them to stay in a rhythm in the playoffs. The bottom line, the Warriors aren't using age or mileage as an excuse here for game 1.
Well, they've been through it before, and you're right. This is their 9th playoff game, the Warriors. 6 consecutive with just 1 day in between, as Naz Reid able to get the friendly roll. And I'll ask you, Coach, so if the Warriors keep on this run here, if they get to a game 5, it'll be 10 straight games of every other day for Golden State. Is Stephen Curry accurate when he's saying it's a good part of the rhythm for them, or do you feel like there's going to be...
So I think they're comfortable in it. Like a pitcher, Brian, you know, as a baseball guy, they're used to throwing every 5th day. When you throw in the 6th day or the 7th day, an extra day, not all guys like the extra time off.
Here's Randall on a feed from DiVincenzo, sprays it back out. Alexander Walker with a miss. I think really the more interesting aspect of this to watch is the rust on the Wolves after 5 days off. Anthony Edwards has started 0 for 4 in his first 10 minutes. He has not scored. Does have a couple of rebounds. Steve Kerr is using a bunch of different combinations in this first quarter as well. As Moody almost traveled, puts up